course, the weather and the clemency of the weather, of course, is very uh, calm here. And we welcome you to this exciting moment with Chigozie Indibo here in today's political discourse. Yes, as you join us, of course, kindly hit the like buttons. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, kindly do so. And of course, if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for being part of this program today. I remain Chigozie Indibo, the host anchor, bringing you the latest happenings and developments bordering on security, economy, and of course, political issues within the Nigerian landscape and beyond. Just as the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic, government in exile, Mazi Simon Ekpa, His Excellency, yesterday addressed, of course, the world on the state of the nation's affair, making his very frantic statements or submissions that yes, the cause for the restoration of the Biafran state remains sacrosanct, and he is committed to this cause, and that there is no going back to this eventual cause. He made it very clear for those who are still doubting his position. He said, yes, whatever be the case, that he is not going to engage Nigeria into conventional war, but definitely he is going to adopt the system adopted by the Vietnams, of course, against the United States, and eventually they shall secure their own freedom and liberty. The Americans at the point has no option but to pack their loads and leave Vietnam. And today Vietnam is an established entity and the nation recognized in the Committee of Nations. The same thing happens to Afghanistan and the rest of them. You have history, of course. As a good student of history, you can make your own verifications regarding the freedom and liberation of so many nations. Do not come just at the platter of gold. You have to contend with it, and he is preparing the minds, of course, and the psyche of the Biafrans to prepare for the eventual confrontation that is going to take place. He said that the 2nd of December is the beginning of the emancipation of the liberty or the liberation of the Biafran state. Officially, this will be initiated and embarked on officially. What has been going on is just a formal way of registering their resentment and dissatisfaction over Nigeria and the delegitimization of Nigerian state within the Biafran territory. Of course, will take unusual dimension and the international, of course, dimension as comes the 2nd of December after the declaration, of course, at the convention that we commence on the 29th of November in Finland, which will culminate into the declaration restoration of Biafran state. And eventually, don't expect surprises, don't expect magic, according to him, that the Biafrans will perform the magic. The Biafrans are the magic, of course, one the world will watch. It has never been in the history of struggle for freedom. But the Biafrans and the Biafran Republic government in exile will set a new pace, of course, that will become a subject of study, a phenomenon that will be underscored and understudied by scholars. Thank you once again. Honestly, we are live and direct here. Keeping it real has been our commitment, and to this end, we are again live here to continue the in-depth analysis of events. It's been an interesting one. As you join us today, kindly hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and of course, turn on the notification button so that you can get our videos once it's been uploaded. Keeping it real has been our commitment, and we have our analysts who, of course, common Nigerians will express themselves here today. The latest development has been greeted with several, of course, misfeelings and, of course, excitement, as Biafrans are very much excited with the development and the statement of the Prime Minister of the Biafran Republic government in exile for keeping them abreast with the realities and updating them, of course, on the next line of actions. But some said he shouldn't reveal his secrets and, of course, activities to the Nigerian government. Perhaps they might have an insight of what he's intending or what he intends to do. And some say, well, thank you for updating us on these realities. And we are getting prepared and, of course, abreast with the realities. Of course, Simon Ekpa has made it very clear that this will not just be, of course, bread and butter, that the Biafrans will condition and prepare their mind to face the challenge and to brace up for the challenge, just as the Afghanistans and, of course, Vietnam citizens did against America. It was fought for several years, but what happens? They kept, of course, their mind, their focus on the goal, on the ball, until they did what is expected. And this, of course, will not be different from the Biafran struggle. Don't expect that immediately the pronouncement that the Nigerian president will automatically disappear. No, we are going to do the magic. Don't expect the magic. By our commitment and resilience, and, of course, doggedness to this cause, we will achieve our common freedom. This is the position of the Prime Minister of the Biafran Republic government in exile in his State of the Nation address yesterday. And, of course, some have accused him of being a coward by staying at the freedom to address, of course, the Biafrans in the homeland. Well, some said he's a runaway. Some said, of course, we thought you would have collapsed every system called Nigeria within the front Biafran territory after 2nd of December. But Simon Ekpa, in his wisdom and the well articulated, of course, speech, made it very clear, unambiguously, cleared every air of doubt or confusion that might ensue in the course of this. So people might not understand, of course, what it intends fighting for freedom. And they don't, of course, if not well educated about that, might eventually throw in the towel. Is preparing his own people and the Biafrans that this battle is a battle of survival, is a battle of freedom, of independence, of an emancipation, liberating yourself from the strongholds of Nigeria. Of course, as the Bible says, who will go before a strong man, except he first of all bind him. Of course, just as he is saying, that you have to get ready, and this battle will officially, of course, commence and internationally recognize. The world will beam their satellite in Biafra territory after the 2nd of December declaration of restoration of independence or sovereignty of Biafran state. That is his position. And let's also know what is your own position regarding this. And as I've always maintained, that of course this will not come without resistance on the part of the Nigerian government and the defense headquarters. Of course, everybody is preparing and gearing up, building up muscles, of course, to dislodge the other. But whatever happens, according to the prophet of our time, Nnamdi Kanu, he said that, of course, at the end, Biafra will come. Depending, of course, that is predicated on the tenacity, on the commitment and resilience of the Biafrans. If they want the Biafra, of course, freedom, they must prepare to pay the price for freedom. It does not come easily. It's not given but taken. I think that is what he is trying to make it very clear, that ahead of time, perhaps a few weeks or months ahead of time, that people will psychologically, emotionally be conditioned to accept and to confront the realities. It's no longer standing in between the fence. You either, of course, be subjected to the chains and shackles of the oppressors, or you are willing, of course, to break out from these shackles. Of course, that will need a corresponding energy. To break the out of the potential well, you need, of course, a more higher dimension or higher level energy to exit or jump out of that barrier. And this is what he has made very clear. And some may have misunderstood him, but with this development and, of course, State of the Nation address, he has made himself very clear what is ahead, what lies ahead, of course, is challenging, and you must get ready, of course, for this shutdown. He is not embarking or adopting conventional war. That is the position of the Prime Minister of the Biafran Republic government in Lesan, which is well understood. He's not maintained his composure that this is not a conventional war, but the attention of the entire universe and the entire world, the United Nations, and of course other international bodies, and Amnesty International, and the human rights bodies will focus on Biafra territory after the 2nd of December. It is coming, it is inevitable. And how prepared and how, of course, well informed are Biafrans regarding this. This is why, of course, he saw the need to communicate, to carry the masses along, and eventually to prepare for the wars. It's quite interesting and very exciting. We've not heard, of course, the response of the Nigerian government and the defense headquarters regarding this development. Perhaps they are preparing, getting up towards this possible confrontation. But someone Ekpa have said, if eventually they engage us in conventional war, well, we will defend ourselves as an inalienable right of the people. Of course, self-determination or self-determination, of course, of freedom is the inalienable right of the people, and especially when they feel threatened, the existence is within a society. Of course, they have the right to defend themselves and for preservation of their cultural heritage and posterity. To this end, Simon Ekpa have said, we are preparing not just on one front, we are adopting four-dimensional strategy, of course, diplomatically and politically, and of course internationally and locally. We will engage the Nigerian government until Biafra comes. We are not backing down. I will be the last person, of course, to execute the Biafran struggle. We are going to deliver freedom to this generation. And some have answered, what if it lingers beyond necessary? Or, of course, some people may have narrowed their mind that in 1 or 2 years, the Biafra will end. Well, some said, what will be the fate of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, who has been incarcerated barely more than 3 years now and still counting? What will be his position and his fate? Will he remain, of course, abandoned in DSS dungeon? What will be his fate if the battle lingers? What effort is being made, of course, to ensure that the unconditional release of Nnamdi Kanu is being enforced in no distant time from now? Well, these are more questions, of course, will be answered in time. And I hope, of course, the Prime Minister of the Biafran Republic government in Neza will understand the impatience of the masses and the lovers of Nnamdi Kanu, and of course, the entire Biafrans towards the release of Nnamdi Kanu haven't, of course, been sacrificed innocent or free by the appeal court within the Nigerian legal jurisprudence. Well, whatever happens, the out of court settlements, nobody knows what exactly is playing out. But then, of course, we learned that next month, Nnamdi Kanu will be having a court case, but nobody knows what, of course, will be the outcome of that. But whatever be the case, people are asking, are very much impatient that Nnamdi Kanu must be released against every odds, regardless of whatever happens. He is innocent. He is not the Nigerian criminals who have destroyed the destiny and fortunes of over 200 million Nigerians. They have stolen the common treasury of the country. They have rendered and wrecked the entire country. They are still walking on the streets of Nigeria, of course, free. Why an innocent man adopted from Finland should be incarcerated for more than 3 years now, after so much torture that threatened his life and existence, of which of most recent we learned that his state of health is worrisome and, of course, needed an urgent attention and, of course, more robust medical or intensive care to get him out of that, because it that might jeopardize his life under the watch of DSS. These are many intriguing and exciting discussions. Is what we are to hold this morning, and this is quite interesting. Of course, we'll have our esteemed fans, of course, listening to us here. We want to know what is your own intention or perspective regarding this development. We are not embarking in conventional war as he has maintained his composure. However, unjust and is expecting. But if eventually it leads to that, we are going to defend, of course, our mothers, the children, and the defenseless population of the Biafran citizens. That he maintained, but then he said, we're not adopting conventional war, but we are adopting as strategies are unique and peculiar to local needs and, of course, having underscored the strength of our enemies and their weaknesses, we are going to, of course, harness those potentials and advantages to the advantage and collective advantage of the Biafrans. What you must be aware and very certain is that Biafra must come, regardless of whatever confrontations and, of course, challenge ahead. He have made it very clear that it's not going to be butter and bread. Of course, he continued to converse and garner for support internationally that people should get him, of course, support him for this preparation, as Simon Ekpa is still, of course, lobbying internationally to get this stage, of course, set internationally, globally. And this is getting more, of course, attention and impact is being made, as the last time he spoke with the U.S. congressmen, and they have shown some level of empathy and sympathy over the plight of Biafra, just as the recent revelation made by the international, Amnesty International, a movement, of course, association that is starting with the responsibility of protecting the life and the rights of women, have indicted the security operatives over the forceful disappearances of the youth of the Southeasterners. Perhaps we have not seen an end to this. With this renewed hostility, of course, see to the more disappearances of the youths, and not just the youths, even the elderly ones are being subjected to such level of cruelty. When with an end come to this hostility, to this impunity, to this war crime going on, what are we fighting for? Just quite unfortunate. And whatever be the case, Obasanjo in his recent statement said that he fought against Biafrans. He fought against Biafrans using the willing vessels, tools within the Biafran territory. The Igbos, of course, to fight against themselves. The Yoruba, the Biafrans, he used the Biafrans to fight against Biafrans independence in 1967 to 1970. With that, of course, have a repeat, just as the governors of the Eastern region have been accused of complicit, of course, as the genocidal threat against the Igbos is spreading. What will be your take? Will it be used as an instrument against your own people? Well, only time and posterity will judge. But whatever be the case, we also anticipate saboteurs, as he maintained that this, of course, will definitely come. This is quite very unfortunate, but whatever happens, we are learning from history. But we are going to set history. That is what Simon Ekpa said. Don't be surprised that Nigeria military, of course, barracks will remain, but with time, they will fast disappear. But that may be gradual, but consistently, we will enforce our freedom after the declaration pronouncement on the 2nd of December. It is one thing to declare your freedom, it's another thing to defend that freedom. That is the angle Master Simon Ekpa is intimating his Biafrans and, of course, partners in this particular struggle. That not just declaring, but we have to be well prepared and well equipped to defend that freedom. And it comes with a price. and of course not delivered at the platter of gold. Let us know what is your own take and positions as we await, of course, other persons to join us. It's quite interesting and very interesting this morning. Kindly hit the like button, share this video. What we are seeing here, of course, is quite very discouraging, but however, the, with the case, this program will be a very short one and, of course, very loaded as you can see the vibrancy and the energy here. Of course, is second to none. We are very much excited and interested to bring you the latest happenings across the world and, of course, in Nigeria as it borders on the safety, the well-being, and, of course, the fundamental rights and the defense of people's inalienable right to self-determination, just as the Biafran cause is ongoing. And some persons within the Nigerian state have also expressed deep concern that Nigeria is not working. But if it is not working, then what do we need to do? Why this deception? Well, Obasanjo was talking about, okay, sabotage. Well, yes, that is exactly what he's saying. There are some willing vessels who were willing to sabotage the cause of Biafra. Of course, after the declaration by the internal leader, Tim Chukwuemeka Odumegwu, who fought to defend, of course, the lives of Biafrans, as he said. If you want to judge how much, of course, if you want to measure the failure or success of the Biafrans in that war, genocidal war, you should consider how much we have stopped the Nigerian government, our enemies, from killing us. Of course, if people were not preserved, nobody will be talking about Biafra today. Simon Ekpa wouldn't have been mad if that was total cleansing, which was embarked by the Nigerian government. And of course, the U.S. Declassified information have revealed that Brigadier General Murtala Mohammed committed genocide against the Igbos during the 1967 to 1970 war. The declassified information is before the public domain. It is no longer hidden. But then the door is gone. But whatever happens, how will, of course, recompense be carried out? Why would the world watch such level of genocide, of course, perpetrated without holding the culprits to book? Well, these are many more we have to discuss here. We also expect your own response. Can we hit the like buttons as part of engagement, rule of engagement in this course? We are coming, of course, in just a moment to continue this discussion. Can we hit the like button, share this video as we go? Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's a pleasure welcoming you, sir.
Thank you.
You are looking very fantastic and very sweet.
We thank God.
Yes, Mazi Simon Ekpa has addressed the Biafrans, of course, in the state of the national affairs. As he said, we are not going to engage Nigeria in conventional war, but we are going to adopt the Vietnam strategy that dislodged American troops, and today they have their independence. We are going to adopt our own unique, of course, and peculiar strategy to make sure that after December declaration, restoration of the sovereignty of Biafra, we must fight to defend the declaration of independence of Biafra. We're not going to expect magic, but we will do the magic. Your take on this?
Though Simon Ekpa has already drawn out his plan and how everything is going to be, which we hope by the God's grace, as he map his plans out and working hardly towards it, is going to achieve his aim. And that comes to Biafra Declaration Day. That December 2nd is a sacred day. So it has been a day that we have been hoping for. Few months from now, we will get there by the special grace of Chukwuemeka. So concerning Nigeria, is we are not going to engage in war with Nigeria or any other thing. What we will have to do is that after the declaration, we will only defend the Biafra land with our totality of what we have within ourselves. So we are not going to fight with Nigeria. There will be no head scatter anymore or whatever at all. Since you have already lodged to meet the Northerners elders about the restoration of Biafra, that one that he did was to create awareness ahead of time for them to know what is going to happen for Biafra restoration. So Nigerian taking that it cannot be possible or they are going to fight war. What we are waiting for is on that day when we do the declaration, we will be able to defend what we declare for in all Biafra lands.
But if it has to do with conventional war, but the war is already on because the forceful disappearances of the Biafrans or the southeastern youths is ongoing populations, as according to Amnesty International uh, revelation. So, what can you say? What other more are you expecting?
So what they are doing, because those people that are disturbing the southeast, they have known and have seen that the whole thing now is on a red line now. So that's the reason why they are abducting and destroying the youth of the whole southeast, pursuing them, killing them here and there. But everything will come down and everything will end come down December 2nd when they will have their totality freedom. The whole thing will come down because of the part of it, the process to get a freedom is not an easy task. Some people will lose their life, some will sustain injury, but come this one, we are heading there.
We are heading there.
We are
Someone
heading
said,
there.
don't expect magic because some people think that immediately the 2nd of December, the entire presence of Nigerian military will disappear in Biafra. He said, no, but we are going to engage them and defend the
Our land.
declaration,
That's
defend our land.
and
Then, if they eventually come, of course, to attack us, then we will defend it.
That's what we are saying. We are not going to harm them or touch them. What we have to, when we declare our restoration of Biafra on that December 2nd, the declaration of Biafra, then we will stay at large in all the borders in the whole Biafra land and be at large to watch. But if a Nigerian military man or any of them come from where they are, come down as far as east is, come down to east in order to interrupt or to do otherwise, then we will be able to show them that we mean whatever down we have already said. Then we'll be able to defend it with whatever thing that we have in our body.
Okay, but he said that the Biafrans should be ready because it will
Yes,
not be
it will not be
bread and butter.
It will be better amount that they should be ready. Of which I believe they have been preparing for a long time and they mean it. And yes, they have been preparing for a long time and they mean it and they will get what they are looking for. It's not a child place anymore, which they can see the evidence of it. I know how many soldiers that have gone down during the process of sending troops to southeast. They know how many soldiers they have lost. So that one will at least will tell them that these people really mean what they are doing. So
Honestly, this battle, I will hope one day will end.
it will end.
Of course, in the interest of
December,
humanity.
yes, come December 2nd. That's where we are want to get the total picture of every damn thing that we have been saying for long.
Thank you once again for your wonderful submissions of honestly. Okay, we have Mr. Lucky, a Nigerian, a pro-Nigerian activist.
Thank you very much, my brother.
Yes, you last time you said you feel like giving up. You feel like let me not use the word committing suicide. You feel like just ending the world if you have the powers because of what one Nigeria have happened to you. What is your experience now?
We already given up. I can't lie. That we have given up, and if you see what is happening, people are not talking because why they have given up already. We are in prison. Nigeria is in prison. Imagine our president who call himself a president of Nigeria. He doesn't even care. He's in France. I don't know whether he's begging the Chinese there. We go and beg, need and beg the Chinese. People will come and tell us that they have released one player or second player. You know, we have. It's like I don't know what's happening. You know, people you see them in hospital, they are sick, no sickness, they are hungry. And this man is keep promising us what he cannot do. All the promise he make is zero. So
Yes.
where are we with Nigeria?
Where are we not one Nigeria? Where are we in one Nigeria? Yes, you said you don't know what is happening. The Prime Minister of the Biafran Republic government in exile, Mazi Simon Ekpa, came yesterday to tell you what is happening. He said this is the way forward. That the liberation, the Igodo, of course, is part of Benin, which is part of the defunct Biafrans, the 40th state of the United States of Biafra. So it seems you are now about to be freed by the Prime Minister of the Biafran government. He says, stop complaining that we are coming to give you freedom and you must be prepared for that freedom. We're not going to fight conventional war with Nigeria, but we are going to win the war. Don't expect magic. We are going to perform the magic. How excited are you?
Whoever give hope win the race. Some people have already given up hope. And I believe those who give hope is better than those who have promised and failed, like Tinubu, like federal government. The federal government have been promising, but like what I'm hearing, Nigeria have already divided. I just told me. Sorry.
Okay.
Nigeria have already divided. So my brother won't lie. You see, you can see what I'm talking about now. Person don't eat well. If you don't eat well, can you talk? You feel like falling. So Nigeria have already divided. If Biafra come today, I am promising you, I'm 100% going to support them. I am supporting them. There's nothing Nigeria can do because Nigeria have already divided. So I'm talking to you now. So what are we gaining?
I
What are we
don't, I
gaining?
don't know that a part of Edo is Biafran.
After all, we are closer there. I'm saying we closer to the Igbo side there. If you check how much from here to Anambra, from Benin to Anambra State, it's cheaper comparing from Benin to Lagos. So what are we talking about? Before they will say Benin, Yoruba land. Who told you that? Now Kanu is in power now. Yoruba is in power now. What are they giving us? Nothing.
Now,
So my brother.
I wondered what kind of government is this? The director of NAVDAC is a Yoruba man. The police inspector general is a Yoruba man. The army chief is a Yoruba man. The president is a Yoruba man. The attorney general is a Yoruba man. The custom director is a Yoruba man.
Okay, how many Edo do you see there?
Virtually everything. The minister of minerals and mines is a Yoruba man. Is it a Yoruba republic?
That is a Yoruba Republic. They have turned to Yoruba Republic. Yes. Check. How many Edo did you see there? Tomorrow you
The
tell me.
CBN governor is a Yoruba man.
Then tomorrow you tell me that Edo, they are part of Oduduwa. For where you see that one. So my brother, I'm telling you, if Samuel come today, we are going to follow. We are already Biafra will tell you that. After all, both Igbo and Edo people we already married together. If you check Edo people, most of the business there built by Igbo people. I love Igbo people. I support them.
Yes.
I wanted to come. Look like before. It was before. We are saying we already disagree, but this time around, my brother, who gave food, gave life.
Who get food, give life. And as an in-law, I will check whether you are owing some bottles of or crates of minerals or diaries because you have to pay complete.
The problem is that I believe we are one. We have to be one. Nigeria is dying under Tinubu. APC have fucked Nigeria up. We don't need them anymore. Even Edo State, I dare them. They cannot even raise their flag in Edo State. We don't need it. They are wicked human beings. Look at everybody suffering. Look at we are carrying drug up and down. It's not malaria. It's hunger. You know what I mean? If you see anybody today says suffering from malaria, it's not malaria. It's hunger. I will tell you lie.
Thank you so much, Mr. Lucky Odenobi Lagos. Please don't lose hope because hope is on the way, according to the Prime Minister of the Biafran Republic government in exile. And of course, it's been an interesting moment. We continue to have, of course, interactions and the views. Okay, ready. Okay, it's quite interesting, honestly, as we continue this in-depth analysis and discussions here. Lucky said he has given up, of course, over Nigerian cause, but whatever be the case, We will continue, of course, this in-depth analysis of events. It's been an interesting moment. SM fans, can they hit the like button, share this video, let it go viral. We have about few minutes, of course, to wrap this program up. Thank you once again for Ukwaji. Thank you once again. He said that lucky is what? He said lucky. The time. Yeah. Good morning, Mr. David.
Yeah, good morning to you, sir.
The state of the nation's affair does not inspire hope to average Nigerians. What is your take? What hope? Do, do you agree with those people who said Nigeria is bad? Nigeria is not working?
Yeah, thank you for that wonderful question. First and foremost, I would say a man who has lived in Nigeria or presently living in Nigeria and who does not benefit or who does not work in any government parastatals or agency cannot just come out and say the government is working. I think anybody who will come out and say things is going on well in Nigeria, that person is either looting with the politicians or probably a relative or friend to the politicians milking the commonwealth of the people. You've seen every Nigerian have seen the present state of the economy. As of today, a liter of fuel is sold for 1,000 naira
In Lagos?
I don't know. You can do your findings, ask people around. As of today, the president is not coming out to speak to Nigerians. The president is not even addressing the people. What is the cause for this fuel issue? As of today, from here to Bega is 300 naira. Now, no NNPC cannot address Nigerians. The president is too big to address people that give him the mandates. He has become a lord over the people in which he is supposed to serve. He is now our lord.
Do you think I heard him say that he knows that Nigeria never voted for him? So should it be allegiance to people who never voted for him? He paved his way through there.
When he say Nigerians never voted for him, that is not an excuse. Nigerians voted for him. Nigerians did not vote for him. The subject matter is that Bola Ahmed Asiwaju Tinubu today is the president. Either INEC gave him the mandate or INEC sold the mandate to him. Whatever way it is, you cannot hold be responsible for the state of the nation now. He should be held responsible and accountable for what policies he has put upon us. When he said the Nigerians did not vote for him, did Nigerians remove fuel subsidy? Did Nigerians shut down borders? Look at it now. Knowing fully well that Nigerians might still embark on strike, they have leveled an allegation against the NSC chairman, saying that the NSC chairman is the one financing terrorism. I don't know why we take for ourselves in this country, because this man is planning to protest because of this forced strike. Now you've used charges of him financing terrorism. How on earth would a person like Joe Ajero be financing terrorism?
Of course, the labor force have said that they are resisting this illegitimate.
He doesn't even go well. Even the people that the Western world wrote to the president that these are the names financing terrorism. They are nowhere to be found,
and they have not acted on those names. They have not arrested them.
You have not arrested them. The one that was being arrested, Balejo, was being released. That was the Mietiala leader. President Tinubu has left him off the hook.
So does it mean that the state is sponsoring terrorism? Because if they have listed the people financing terrorists and they have not gone after them, only to silence innocent citizens who are demanding for good governance. Would
So
it mean that that is an act of terror? Because anybody demanding good governance and you are attacking him, you are a terrorist.
so what I'm trying to say is that at this point you don't have to come out and start telling people all sort of nonsense. See, Nigeria is sliding into anarchy every now and then. You see it. People are just roaming about. People are just homeless. People don't even have hope. Every day I pray to God, God please help me. Because if you speak about hope, it is not about is that winch is not attacking anybody. The current state of the economy is the one dealing with everybody.
Hunger, starvation.
One thing I want to know is that now people should understand that prayer does not fight bad governance. Prayer will not fight bad governance. People need to come out and tell the president enough is enough. Look, imagine Wole Soyinka, he has kept quiet. Tunde Bakare, he has kept quiet. Those who protested against Jonathan, I am even surprised that Jonathan is even aligning himself to this government. I am surprised. It shows that Jo- Jonathan does not know what Jonathan Jonathan does not have what it takes to be a leader. People that plotted your downfall, you still want to Aso Rock and pass a vote of confidence on Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who is supposed to come out and say Tinubu has failed the people and let people back you up. OBJ Obasanjo that we thought that is even a Yoruba man has been so vocal, speaking against the anti-policies of the of the Tinubu-led administration, speaking against the bad policies. But you, that you claim to be our own, who is supposed to be more vocal to tell the president that even that even that meeting he attended, state of council meeting, he has no business there. Already let people see you as an anti-government. Speak up. He has not for one day condemned Tinubu policies. He has not said anything about Tinubu.
Well, apart from that, Jonathan government regime is one of the worst regime. He never did anything to the southern people, south and southeast. Did he do any presence? His presence was not felt, so his absence means nothing. Jonathan, he never did anything. He constructed road, he constructed modern schools, Talamajiris.
The people,
He abandoned the south. So what is the need of mentioning Jonathan?
the people,
To me, his government is as useless
the
as
people,
Tinubu's
the
regime.
people he actually built infrastructure for along the run, along the line, turned him down, did, did not give him the vote. It was still people like us that still voted him in 2015
And
when
he supported him.
we supported him when he lost.
What
I
a
think
madness.
it is high time for the Tinubu is just running a monopoly government that nobody can talk to me. Nobody, everything belongs to me. Every, everything belongs to me. Now, you cannot. There is no fuel in the country. You cannot address this issue of fuel. People are dying of starvation. You still telling us to have patience, you have patience. But just of recent, you purchased a new private jet that was seized in France.
And later release 150
I am, I
billion.
am, I am, I am, I am even disappointed with the France government. Why would they, in the first place, release that jet?
Other six national assets was seized before that was released. So
Even
it's not free.
even if it was seized, they should have confiscated everything. No one should have been released. What is the essence of that jet? How has that jet affected my own life? And now there are rumors that they are planning to bring back subsidy, tried and failed policy.
The subsidy is ongoing. About 7 point something trillion has been paid already, and it's been projected that 6.8 trillion will be paid before the end of the year. So something is also going. Falana has accused this government of double standard and insincerity. It's quite unfortunate. But away from that, The Prime Minister of the Biafran Republic government in exile, Mazi Simon Ekpa, has said we are not going to engage in conventional war with Nigeria, but we are going to fight for freedom. We're going to defend ourselves and we're going to perform the magic. Comes the 2nd of December.
Thank you for that wonderful question. One thing I want to say is that freedom does not come on a platter of gold. It comes via struggle. And for you to be free, there must be some measures need to be put in place. No matter how the freedom wants to come, people need to lose their life. People must sacrifice for the freedom, and that is what Simon Ekpa is doing. He's paying for the sacrifice for some persons, for this generation and the unborn generation to be free. But the question is that there are some saboteurs who are frustrating this effort of Simon Ekpa, and these people need to be taken off the hook. Then they need to take it off, because if these guys are not taking off the hook, the more Simon Ekpa is driving towards the freedom purpose, these guys will do everything. And now let's not forget, this man too has international connections. Let's not take that away from them. Simon Ekpa too is a top-notch international lawyer, but notwithstanding, these men too have the connections. So, but see, what I'm trying to say is that the people are behind him, but the Igbo elites are against him.
Igbo elites who happens to be the minority
The Igbo elites,
and who are benefiting from the flow
even
system.
if they are, I know they are minority, because when it comes to numbers, they don't have that numbers. But when it comes to connection and influence, they will that influence too. So, but see, by the backing of the people, Simon Ekpa has people. You've seen him demonstrated this a long time on diverse occasions by calling for sit at home, and everywhere in the southeast it's been shut down. It shows his influence. It shows he has built so much influence in that region. Now, he has said that June 2nd, people should not expect magic from him, and then which is true.
December 2nd.
Which is true. When Southern Sudan left Northern Sudan, it did not just happen on a platter of gold.
Instantaneously.
Measures were being put in place for them to create their own barracks, for them to build roads, do some other stuff. So people are saying Simon Ekpa is towing the wrong direction. I want to say here that Simon Ekpa is following the right route, in the sense that, because if there is no injustice in the system, no right thinking person will wake up and say he wants to exit Nigeria. My brother, everybody is tired of Nigeria.
That be small.
Even the Fulanis too, they are tired, because now the Fulanis are tired because they are not in government. They are not in power. Tomorrow, give them power, they will embrace one Nigeria. This same president Tinubu once said he does not believe in one Nigeria, but now he has the power. He has believed in one Nigeria. The only person that has never believed in the one Nigeria has been the Igbo man.
From inception.
Right from when the civil war broke out. And this is what Ojukwu foresaw this nonsense. That see, a time will come, a time will come, Nigeria will be a mess. That was why he wanted the Igbo to exit the country. But lots of Zik who were being selfish because of their ambition. These were men that could not, they don't have foresight to foresee the future. But Odimejiduku foresaw the future.
And that is the present.
And that is the present
we are now.
That someone will leave school, no work, nothing. Just to region, Igbo, Yoruba. But when it comes to But when it comes to tapping resources is being tapped from the east. But when it comes to power rotation, the power is shared among the west and the north. The woman has been skimmed out. If not by mistake, do you think that Jonathan would have become president of this country?
At all.
It's by mistake.
It's by mistake or by providence.
It's not by problem, not by mistake.
It's by mistake.
Not be
Anyway.
by problem, because if the late president had
Has not died.
had not died, who will look at his side? And then you are saying people should not exit the country. Does that make sense?
Thank you so much, my brother, for your wonderful submissions. We do
Thank
appreciate
you. Thank you. It is always my pleasure to be on ground here, to always put for the Biafrans. And then one thing I want to say is that come sun, come rain, the freedom is here.
The freedom is here. And of course, it's not gotten at the platter of gold. You have to pay the price for freedom. Thank you once again, Fans, as you, of course, make your comments and in Biafra Restoration and Igbo Man projects, of course, lies. Well, whatever be the case, thank you for being part of today's discussion. Okuwoji said, David, how are you people contributing to Biafra struggle? Well, of course, I believe that question is not for David. Whatever be the case, what are you doing for the freedom of your people? How are you supporting, of course, this gospel of good news? Well, thank you once again. We'll wrap it up today. As I said, that this will be a very short broadcast this morning. Don't forget to share this video, subscribe, and of course, give us thumbs up. You could as well as support us via the super chat if it is necessary, or could also reach out to us down here in Nigeria to appreciate and of course encourage the standby reviewers, and of course call Wave TV in this cause of serving humanity. Once again, thank you. Have a great day and goodbye until we come your way in subsequent editions. Bye for now.